Hi, good afternoon and welcome to Cooking Uncovered. This afternoon we're honored to have Auntie Janet, my sister-in-law here from Edmonton, and Janet helped me raise my children. So she's here on a visit, and tonight we've decided we're going to do a bunch of cooking. So we're going to start out with this phenomenal pasta recipe that when I was a first-time mother, very young, I had young kids and I had no time. This is one of the recipes that Janet gave me, which is absolutely a crowd pleaser, isn't it, Janet?
It is.
So,
don't serve it too much.
Yes, we've served it many times over the years. So Janet, can you tell us a little bit about this recipe that is so cool?
The ingredients are tortellini, zucchini, onions, and pasta sauce, any type that you like, and grated cheese.
And grated cheese, which we already have here grated in front of us, right?
Right.
Now,
and we're using a combination of cheddar and mozzarella, but you could use any cheese you want, but usually that goes with your, with your Italian sauce.
And okay, so you put this dish together, and then you pop it in the oven, and it goes in the oven for how long?
About half an hour or 40 minutes.
40 minutes at 375?
Yeah, 350,
375. 375. And honestly, you have a big crowd of teenagers or young men. They think they've died and gone to heaven. And the added zucchini, it's fabulous. So we're going to get started. So first of all, what do we do, Jan?
Well, you prepare the vegetables, first of all.
So Jan's going to cut the onions?
Yeah, and they go in the bottom of the casserole dish.
So onions first?
Onions and zucchini together, sliced very thin.
Very thin, okay. And I'm going to, at the back, I'm going to put the tortellini back in the water. How's that? Okay. So what we've done is we've already cooked the tortellini, and now I'm just going to put it back in the water and reconstitute it. So give me 2 seconds while Jan is cooking.
And this is one of the favorite recipes in both of our families, but you have to be careful because it's so simple that you might cook it too much. And people do get tired of it.
Some people say to us, you're not bringing the tortellini dish, are you, Miriam or Janet? Because we've used it so much over the years. So explain to our YouTube audience about washing the zucchinis that we're going to be using.
Right. I have some zucchini sliced, so this one is sliced, so it's already washed, and Miriam is going to just wash this one with plain water for me. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. And again, these ingredients you can just adjust according to the number of people. I've even made it for myself. And a real compliment was my son, who is now an adult, who just asked me for the recipe a couple of months ago.
Oh,
so,
they love it. The kids love it. The kids, of course, being that they're adults now, they still love it. Yeah. So Jan's cutting the zucchini, and I'm just going to reconstitute the pasta here. That's done.
And cut the onions and zucchini in very thin, so that when you bake it, it does cook.
Okay, so Jan, here's your pasta. So what we have here is we've got half a package of the tortellini. Now this is the 5 cheese tortellini, and it's with the whole grain pasta. Which, of course, if you're going to eat pasta, you should try to make it maybe a little bit more healthy. You don't have to, but this is a nice alternative for sure. 5 cheese, is that right, Jan?
Yes, 5 cheese.
All right, so this is ready to go, and as you can see, Jan is just layering the onions and the zucchini in the bottom of the baking dish. Now, this is enough for sure for 4 people. If you wanted to double this for 8 people with a bigger casserole dish, I'm going to just put it up here so everybody can see what you're doing. If you wanted to double this, it doubles very well.
Yes, it does.
If you wanted to quadruple this quadruples very well, very well. So this, though, tonight we're just making this for 4. So there you go. I'm going to get a spoon.
I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of cheese over the vegetables just so that the cheese goes throughout.
So a little bit of treat in the middle of the cheese.
And you could put Parmesan cheese in there, whatever.
Okay, so we've got about half a zucchini and half an onion in your casserole dish. You haven't even sprayed it or anything, have you?
No,
you just put
nothing.
It in. Okay, where you go.
Just put it in.
And now
I'm going to top it with the tortellini.
So this is the tortellini that's been cooked to just al dente, because it is going to bake again in the oven for about half an hour.
Right.
So you don't want to overbake or overcook your pasta to start with.
Right.
And this, this is going to be so good. I can already tell.
Now the pasta sauce, I like to dilute it down with a bit of water. So
Shall
Miriam's going to do
you?
that for me.
Okay.
Yeah. And
cold water.
Yes,
Cold
just
water?
to make sure it's pouring consistency, because again, it will thicken with your pasta.
Okay, so a bit of water. And I'm just gonna, in the jar, so there's a half jar of pasta sauce in here. And this is just your normal everyday pasta sauce that you would get at the grocery store. You don't have to have anything fancy, do you?
No, you don't.
No. Okay, perfect. So that's diluted a bit.
Yeah.
Is
And so that
is
it's
that
runny.
enough?
Yes, it is.
Yes,
So that it's
okay.
runny. And I don't really put any salt and pepper in there, although you could add some herbs if you wanted.
Actually, herbs would be good, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
Except for the pasta sauce has already got the
Herbs
herbs in them, and the salt and pepper in it, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
I have even used this with tomatoes and added my own herbs and things. Like you
Like
want
with diced
you want,
tomatoes?
Yeah, you
Oh,
want
wonderful.
you want the pasta sauce quite a little bit runny because it will absorb a bit. Just a little bit more water.
A little bit more water.
Because you want to make sure that this pasta sauce runs through to the bottom of the dish. Yeah, that's
Is that
right.
enough? Is that good?
That's perfect.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So after we put all this, so that's half a jar of the pasta sauce, and it is, this is 630 ml. So you would use 315 mLs, so just over 1 cup of the sauce.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And you just make sure it goes down to the bottom because you want it to kind of steam through the vegetables.
Perfect. So
There.
is that good enough?
That's
okay.
perfect.
Now what do we do?
And now we're just going to add the grated cheese right to the top.
So you put the cheese on before it goes in the oven.
Yes.
This is going to be delicious. And it's vegetarian because my daughter, of course, as you know, is vegetarian. So she's going to be thrilled with this dish.
And once you've made this a couple of times, you can sort of improvise yourself as to what the tastes you are and your family. You know, like, because I don't even use a recipe for it. And
Wonderful. And this is about, looks like you're putting about a cup of cheese on the top.
Yeah, and
Perfect.
there's 5 ingredients then.
Perfect.
Zucchini, onions, tortellini, pasta
Wonderful.
sauce, and cheese.
Okay, so this goes in the oven?
This goes
Is that
in
right?
the oven at
Okay.
375 for about 40 minutes.
Okay, in it goes. And what we're going to do now is we're going to pull the other casserole out that we have ready for tonight. Oh my goodness, look at that. Beautiful. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That looks, oh, whoops, let me put this in the oven. That goes in the oven. All right, now look at this dish. This is the way that the tortellini dish comes out. It's all bubbling and ready to go. Now this is going to be really hot, Jan, but shall we try it?
Of course. And I'm
We
just
should really
going to
let
grate.
it, we should let it
You
sit.
should let it sit
Yeah.
for a minute or two. So I'm just going to grate a little bit of Romano cheese, but you could use Parmesan or any kind of cheese just to have it when you serve it.
Come on over here and grate that. Perfect, yeah. So in the dish, oh my word, that looks wonderful. So I'm just going to take a corner of this so that we can have, oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. We've got the zucchini, the onions. Look at that. Beautiful. Just to try it. And that, what the Romano goes where?
Just
on
on top
now?
No, no.
Well, once you serve it.
Once you serve it,
Okay, so
just put a little
so
bit
what
of,
we're going to do is we're going to just put a little bit of the Romano over the beautiful. And then give a little taste. Now this is going to be very, 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 very hot. But, oh, worth the wait. Hey, Jan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that good?
oh, so
Oh, it's
good.
hot. It's hot. But it's nice to have the vegetables. The zucchini and the onions are very healthy, and also the
And you
whole wheat
can-
pasta.
And the zucchini is all cooked and the onions are all cooked and it's absolutely perfect. So Jan, thank you for joining us here on Cooking Uncovered. Oh, yes, our wine, of course. And cheers to your visit to North Vancouver. And thanks for joining us on Cooking Uncovered. And this, we are going to call this our Easy Bake Tortellini, or maybe Auntie Jan's Easy Bake Tortellini. So thanks for joining us on Cooking Uncovered, and we'll see you later. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Bye.